Going on evening, guys? We're back at it again. Football Fury, postseason. The draft just passed a couple of weeks ago, but we still got a good show for you guys.
Fury, postseason. The draft just
give me a
passed
second.
weeks ago.
I have a little
but
echo.
we still got a good show for you guys. Fury, postseason. The draft just passed weeks ago.
I have a little. All right. Sorry about that. I had a little echo going on. But we got a great show for you guys. We're talking about, what are the predictions of next year and who are the best teams for the next season. Again, we got Tim, we got Josh. We may be seeing Doolin a little bit. We may be seeing Fogman a little bit. Just before we start the show, just to let you guys know, if you want to dial in and say with your chest, the dial-in number is 718-313-5155. Dial in if you want to chime in, if you have anything to add to the subject. That being said, Tim, Josh, what's good?
Timmy, what's good, man?
Chilling, man. You know how it is. It's called NFL fever, man. We gotta wait. We got a couple of months to wait for the season. We have mini camp right now, so right now we're gonna be doing just our regular routine.
I'm getting the itch, man. I want to buy hats. I want to buy jerseys. I need football.
Yeah.
I need football right now, man. I'm getting the itch.
NFL fever. So once July, August kicks in, we know we're very nearby preseason. So, but we're gonna go with Josh. You wanted us to do the NFL schedule grid. Please present this. This is awesome. For what we did.
Tim, you see this is what you and I both went through. Probably spent close to a few days, just going over it. It looks like a big battleship board. But Tim and I sat here and went through the full 2017 NFL schedule, team by team, week by week, game by game, calculating our W's and L's for each team. And we're going to go based off the over-unders. We're going to give you our predictions. And maybe if Doolin and Fox can work out their technical difficulties, they might be sliding in tonight and joining us. But we're going to start off. We're going to go down the NFL division list like usual. Let's keep it original and classic. We're going to start off with the AFC East, though. So I'm getting my numbers, the over-unders wins total from OddsShark. So for now, with the AFC East starting off, we got the Patriots, of course, at the top with 12.5 wins. We have the Miami Dolphins with 7.5. We have the Buffalo Bills sitting at 6 even. And then we have the New York Jets at 5. I think that's pretty generous, I would say. So, Timmy, bust it down. AFC East, what do you got for us, big guy?
I'm going to say this. I try my best to be fair in all divisions. I try my best. I know sometimes everybody be like, yeah, you went a little carried away, whatever. Listen, you can always dial in and correct me. I'm not going to get mad. This is all prediction. But I try to be fair. And I'm going to go with the New England Patriots. And listen, to me, that's still the class of the NFL. They've been winning. Nobody stopped them. I'm giving them right now 15 wins.
Over
15 wins. I'm sorry. Going with the matchup the way Josh asked you to do. 15 wins. I got the Miami Dolphins maybe with 12 wins. Okay. I got the Buffalo Bills with 4 wins. And I'm sorry, Trisha. Listen, sis, I'm sorry. I tried to squeeze it in, and it was just too slippery right there. So I gave the Jets 3 wins. Just 3 wins for the New York Jets. I'm sorry.
I think we're in agreement with the Jets because I too am going with the under on the Jets. I'm only giving them 3 wins. Those 3 wins are coming at Cleveland, first win in week 5. Then you got Buffalo. Maybe you can get a divisional win. And then I'm giving you one against the Chargers late in the season. So you're lucky with that.
Wait a minute.
With the Patriots, I'm going over, Tim. I'm the same. I'm sorry, Tim, what's that?
No, I gave the Jets 3 wins. Now, what are your 3 teams again?
Cleveland, Chargers, and then one against Buffalo. Let's give them a divisional win.
All right, well, I gave him Cleveland, I gave him Buffalo, and I gave him the Chargers. Wow.
Hey, great minds, brother. I like that.
We didn't prepare for this, so
So Miami, we're a little off though, Tim. We're a little off with Miami. I'm not sure where you see the. I was going down the board. I was like, they got a good offense. The defense, where's that at? It's questionable. But with Miami, I'm going under 7.5.
Right.
Unfortunately, with Miami, I'm giving them 5-11 record. I can see them winning their first 3 games. Tampa Bay, Chargers, the Jets, but you got a tough stretch coming up with New Orleans, Tennessee, Atlanta. The Jets can be a nice W to fit in there, but then you travel to Baltimore, you got Oakland, then at Carolina. And then after your bye, you got New England, Denver, New England. Boy, it is not going to be easy for Miami this year. And then what do we have last? We got the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills was 6. I'm going to say push. I'm giving them 6-10. I just don't see much with Buffalo again this year. Tyrod Taylor, just a bridge gap. So that's what we got for the AFC East, Tim. Let's bring it to the next division with the Steelers, Ravens,
right.
Bengals, and Browns.
Okay, for the Baltimore Ravens, I gave them 11 wins.
That's the over. They were at 9.
11 wins as well. So I have them tied for the division.
Okay.
Because I gave them 10 wins.
Yeah.
And the Cleveland Browns, my God, I gave them 1 win, but they're going to be tough in the second half of the stretch.
The under for the Browns. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, sir. We're going through the North. Tim's just finishing up. I'll get to it, and then we'll get to you for that.
All right.
Tim, what'd you have for the Steelers and Bengals? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you through the mic cut off.
Yeah, I have the Steelers right now at 11-5, tied up with Baltimore, tied for the division lead. Then we go with the Bengals at 10-6, and then we go with the Browns with 1 win. So I have 3 possible playoff teams from the AFC North.
All right, not bad. So the Steelers are at 10.5. You give them the over. I'm actually giving them the under. I got them at 8-8 this year. With the Ravens at 9,
right.
I'm actually giving them the push. 9-7 is what I calculate for them. The Bengals 8.5. I'm going to go under 8-8. I just don't think they have anything astounding really this year anymore. It's just the same old Bengals to me. And then you got the Browns coming up. Nice acquisitions at 4.5. Going under 4-12 is what I'm giving the Cleveland Browns. And those 4 wins for Cleveland are going to come against the Bengals, the Vikings, Jaguars, and the Ravens. Dula, what you got for us?
All right, so let's run through those. Pittsburgh was what?
10.5.
I'm giving them the over. I think they'll go 12-4 this year. Baltimore was you said they were 8?
9.0.
I'm also giving them the over. I think they'll finish 11-5.
Okay.
Cincinnati was
8.5.
I give them the over. I think they'll go 9-7. And Cleveland was 1.
4.5 actually.
4.5. I'm giving them the under. I like what they did in the offseason, but I don't see anything more than 3 wins out this team.
All right. We're gonna bring it to the next then. We're going to bring it to the division with the Colts, Titans, Texans, and Jaguars. So, Timmy, we got the Colts sitting at 9 wins. We got the Titans and Texans are both actually tied with 8.5 predicted wins. And the Jaguars are sitting there with 6 even.
Ooh. Well, this is one of my shocking predictions out of this division in the AFC South. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars winning the division with 12 wins. Okay. I got the Titans going with 8 wins, 7 wins, and I have the Houston Texans with 4 wins. And if I could please explain reason why, I think Jacksonville, again, we said last year they have a lot of good young team that should have been in the playoff last year. I think they're going to have the right leadership with the coaching staff this year to make that push. Tennessee, I still think Marcus Mariota, he still got to get it going. He got young pieces, but remember, he had a big injury, too, at the end of the year. And when it comes with the Colts, they still did not protect Andrew Luck with that old line. You need the big boys to protect that quarterback. And when it comes to these in Texans, I'm sorry. Do you see the quarterback situation right now? Deshaun Watson and Savage and Whedon, I'm not counting on them to do anything until they get their quarterback fixed.
Yeah, Indianapolis was a funny one with me. I'm lacking confidence, and it's mostly coming from that O-line and overall the defense. For Indy, I'm going the under. I'm giving them 6-10. And I mean, these games for Indy, I just couldn't give them a W. Like at Seattle, at Tennessee, at Cincinnati, at Houston. I could even see them losing at Jacksonville for one, losing at home to Tennessee as well, even losing at Buffalo and then at Baltimore. I could see them all just coughing those games up. So then we bring it down to the Titans. I like Tennessee a lot, and I'm giving them the over. I'm giving them a 10-6 record. And the Texans, I believe I did the same, 10-6. Yeah, so I'm giving them the over as well. But with Jacksonville, I was pretty much right on par with that 6. I think I was right around there I'm going to give them the over, actually. I gave them a 7-9 record. So,
okay.
Yeah, a little interesting, though. I'm still not confident in the Colts. I think they could have another down year again.
Yeah.
All right. One of my favorite divisions, because you can never tell, and chances are all 4 teams will potentially be pretty bad to watch. Indianapolis was where?
They were at 9.0.
I'll give them the over. I think they'll win the division with 11 games. Then you had who was
Tennessee
next?
and Houston were both 8.5.
Tennessee, I'll give the slight over. I think they'll go 9-7. Houston, I'll give the under. I think they're no better than a 5 or 6 win team right now. I don't think they're very good. Jacksonville's where?
Were 6 wins.
I'll give them the over. I have them at 8-8.
All right, yeah, not too hard to believe.
I think the key for them is them integrating that running game. So they got Leonard Fournette now. I think if you can get Blake Bortles to throw the ball less, and get him to be a little more effective, I think he'll make those throws count for more down the stretch. And I think Leonard Fournette could have an Ezekiel Elliott type rookie season.
Yeah, fantasy news. Stay woke, fellas. I like this division, though. This is the division that's pretty much the exciting one right now. I think this is where a lot of the power.
Yeah, I got a surprise in this one.
This is where the power lies in the AFC right now. The Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers. So the Raiders are at the top, predicted with 10, but right below is the Chiefs, not too far off with 9. And then the Broncos are a half under the Chiefs at 8.5, Chargers at 7.5. So for me, this was hard because I honestly think Kansas City could be one of the best teams in the NFL this season. So I gave them the over at 13-3. With the Oakland Raiders, I gave them an 11-5 record. And Denver, a lot of people still see them kind of maybe in a little bit of a mini rebuild mode, but at the same time, I still think they're a competent overall team. It really is obviously going to rely on the quarterback play for the most part and whoever's pretty much running the ball back there. But I still think they have a slight advantage with their coaching, overall the organization as a whole. I still think they're an 11-5 team. I could be way off, but that's how I feel right now. And with the Chargers, got to go under. I have no faith in the Chargers at all. I just think they're going to be 5-11. And that pretty much wraps it up for me. Yeah, so 13-3, 11-5 for Oakland. And then the rest are just going to be pretty much 11-5 Broncos and then bottom feeders with the Chargers. No faith in the Chargers yet.
Well, you know what, Josh? You was being very, very nice to those teams in that division. Very nice. So if you get any kind of flowers or candy or a card, to you, accept that you deserve it. I, on the other hand, I'm going to get cursed at, which is okay. Fans who DM me are watching this because I want you to pay close attention. Matter of fact, I'm hoping you Raider fans out there are eating a bag of fucking Skittles. My friends, I don't want to get fined. I want to get fined. Excuse me.
It's a family show too.
I got the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sorry. 11 wins. Offense, defense, they got it all. Hopefully, Andy Reid just open up a little bit more. But they have it. Okay. The Denver Broncos, I'm sorry. I'm giving y'all 8 wins. Why? Because when you have Jamal Charles, who's probably your best running back and not the healthiest, and they're all not healthy, and you have a quarterback issues where you have a guy named Simeon, and Lynch still hasn't been tested, quarterback to do work. I'm sorry. 8 wins. The Oakland Raiders, the best thing the Oakland Raiders has done the whole year was sign Beast Mode to put him in John Madden football. So I'm giving y'all 6 wins. Oh, and listen, please, and listen, please, Oakland fans, sign David Carr if you can. Learn how to be a good organization. And the San Diego Chargers, they're playing at StubHub Field. Where's that at? 6 wins. That's what I gotta say. 6 wins. Yeah, you Raider fans, DM me.
Yeah, let's run through those over-unders again. Let's go ahead and do that.
Raiders 10, Chiefs 9, Broncos 8.5, Chargers 7.5.
All right, Raiders at 10. That's a push. I think they'll go 10-6 and win that division. You had Kansas City where?
9.
Under 7 wins. Denver
8.5.
Under 7 wins. Chargers
7.5.
over 9 wins.
Woo! Really?
Listen.
Chargers.
I think the LA Chargers will be the Detroit Lions that they were last season. I think they're going to win some games that they probably shouldn't win down the stretch. They take a receiver high. They get Keenan Allen back. You know, I think their offense will get moving again, and I think their defense has enough pieces to again hold on tight. You know, and down the stretch. Plus, you know, new city, new coach, soccer stadium out in Carson, California. I don't know, man. I think this is a team who's gonna sneak into the playoffs.
Interesting. That'd be fun. Yeah. Just moving and making it in.
That is being nice today. I don't know what's going on. He's being very nice.
By the way, I think I missed out on the AFC East. Not that it really matters.
Yeah, you could run that down real quick though. Patriots 12.5.
Over 13 wins.
Dolphins 7.5.
Over 8 wins.
Bills at 6.
Over 7 wins.
And Jets at 5.
Under 2 wins.
I think me and Tim agreed on 3 with the Jets, so we're pretty much all on par with that.
I think the Jets will be picking number 1 overall next season. They're not very good.
It's a race between them and the 49ers, right?
Them 49ers and Browns. And the Bears. You can't forget about the Bears. They're pretty bad too.
We do that yet.
We're getting to the good part now.
Can't wait for the Bears.
This is going to be Tim's favorite part. Tim, you might want to retract that statement about Dula being nice because we're getting into the NFC East now, okay?
Oh. Yeah, it's going to get ugly here.
So here we go. Right off the bat, Cowboys and Giants, top 2. Cowboys 9.5, Giants are 9. And then we got the Eagles and the Redskins, very close as well. Eagles at 8, Redskins at 7.5. For me, now listen, I respect the Cowboys, but I also keeps it real. Right, Tim? Does that sound familiar? No, but listen, I'm being honest. This isn't biased. This isn't Giants fan. Of course it's going to pick the Giants to win They are going to win the division because the Cowboys basically have all baby freshmen on the secondary. They're going to be like, who's covering who? Oh, down Ben Marshall. It's going to be an 11-5 season for New York Giants again. I said it last year. It happened. I'm saying it again this year. You're going to be like, whatever. So over. With Dallas, I'm sorry, Timmy. You're going to be back to August 8th, the 500. That's just how it's going to be. Back to the under for Dallas. It's just, let me run it by you. Week 1 is a loss to the Giants. It's going to happen again. I'm sorry. At Denver, right after the L, you're going to go to at Denver and think you're going to capitalize with a W right after? Probably not. And then you got to travel to Arizona after you've already been in Denver and on the road. We'll see about that. I'll give you one against the Rams. Green Bay coming to town, L. And then you got to bye, and then you got to go to San Fran. We'll give you a confident booster. We'll even give you a second confident booster against the Redskins. But then you got the Chiefs and the Falcons. Woo! Woo, buddy. But anyways, I'll let you finish, Tim, because I know you want to go through it. For the Eagles, what are they at 8? Eagles at 8. I'm going to say Philadelphia under 7-9. I'm sorry, Fox. I tried to be a little generous, but screw you for blunt. And for the Redskins at 7.5, I'm going under as well. I'm just going to say it's going to be a 6-10 season for the Redskins. Tim.
So Josh. Yeah, so Josh, you're saying the Giants are winning the division, right?
How many wins? Yes, I am. At 11-5.
And the Cowboys are
going to be 8-8. Yeah, right.
Okay, so give me 1 second.
Sure, yeah. Take your time. Take your time. I know the burn can be a little harsh, but
I'm ready.
soothes after a couple minutes.
Woo! I have my Dallas Cowboys right now.
Here we go.
13 wins. You know what? Last year, I always say 16-0. I said 16-0 last year was 13-3.
Can we just give us your 3 losses? Who's the 3 losses?
Okay, and see, I'm being more than fair. I have the Dallas Cowboys. My 3 losses are second half of the year. I was very generous with that, very fair. Okay, I said we're also gonna lose to Oakland Raiders, maybe. Okay, but then we're gonna get our stuff together, and we're gonna beat the Seattle Seahawks at home. Okay, and then we're gonna lose at Philadelphia the last game of the year when we have the home field. We have the spot locked in. We got it all. We got the juice, baby. We just sipping and enjoying ourselves. That's what's about. What's up?
So you say,
what's up, Sean? You watching the Seahawks?
So the Seahawks going to lose just like the Cowboys going to win.
Sean,
all right.
Sean, we own y'all, Sean. All right. We own y'all. We own y'all. Right.
Just like with the for last 2 years, I don't think so.
Yeah, we own y'all. We went into your house. We took over that land. That's our land right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Last 2 years, but go ahead.
All right. So we got 13-3. Okay. I have the New York Giants. See, I was being very nice. Josh, you wasn't being very nice to me. He gave us 8-8. I gave y'all 9-7.
Hey, what can I say?
9-7, 88 is kind of messed up, man. Come on. So
I'm just waiting for Duel's take after yours. I know it's got his support coming.
I'm still getting me a shot. I already know Doug's turn. He's gonna get me right now. But hold on. I have the Philadelphia Eagles. Cry, Eagles, cry. They're going 7-9. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm just keeping it real.
Agreed.
And for you Redskins fans, especially the ones on Twitter, heard to talk crap the other day about what we do and who we are.
Lord.
I invite you. Josh, can you give them the phone number again, please? So they can understand what it is?
Redskins fans never follow through with their word. They're scared, Tim, if you've ever been on their forums. But it's 718-313-5155. Washington racist. If you want to dial in and say it while we're live rather than behind a computer, carry on, Tim.
I'm giving y'all 2 wins. That's it. Why? Because first of all, I guess nobody can drink in that organization. You get fired like the GM just did. Ran him off. Okay, then you got the Kirk Cousins quarterback issue going on. Now, what's so in? He wants to be a 49ers. You got a ring to Terrell Pryor. You got a guy in John Dox who hasn't even played yet. And y'all ready filling him up, thinking he's gonna do something, and he ain't nothing. And you got Josh Norman, who's an overrated cornerback. The man has been done by every wide receiver in the NFC East. And guess what? Alshon Jeffrey, he's like, who's next? I'm gonna give you the Redskins fan. You know how it is? And I'm sorry, Sean, y'all gonna fire me for this. It's just like that certain person on the corner where everybody gets a turn. Well, that's how they're gonna use Josh Norman. They're gonna burn him and toast him. It's everybody's turn. It's his turn. It's his turn, and his turn again. Redskins 2 wins.
Dula, you got a hot take after that? God, woo.
All right, let's get this over with because I'm out of all the divisions, I dislike this one the most.
I wonder why.
Yeah, you guys give me good reason.
Cowboys at 9.5.
Cowboys at 9.5. All right, let's go. I'm taking the under. I have 9 wins.
All right, that's reasonable, Tim. Right?
That's love. See,
so what was wrong with 8-8?
8-8 is not 500. Thank you, Dula. I appreciate you, brother. I'll take that.
All right, Dula. Giants at 9.
Under 8 wins.
What the?
Damn.
Eagles at 8.
Over 11 wins.
So Eagles is going to lead both Cowboys and Giants in this season?
I think so.
Absolutely. Is it because you went over the sheet and you were like, LeGarrette Blount, he's just going to do so much?
Look, What was their problem last season? What was the problem last season on offense?
O-line and running game.
Wide receivers and a little bit of running back.
They addressed the wide. Wait, hold on. They've addressed the running back. Did they not?
Okay, I'll give you the running back now.
Did they not? Hold on.
Who's gawking at Jeffrey though?
You have Alshon Jeffrey, you have Corey Smith, and Jordan Matthews. That's better than what they had. That's
Jordan Matthews ain't gonna play for them. He was talking about being traded. He's gonna be like crying in the locker room.
Look, on top of that,
whoa.
You mean dropped in Matthews?
Wow.
Yeah, listen, he's gonna go to the slot where he belongs. He'll be great. I like the guy.
Who Jordan Matthews wishes he was? Terrell Pryor.
Oh my God!
I don't know about that.
He probably does because that's who he wants to be right now.
All
right, we gotta let Dula finish up. Last team, the Redskins at 7.5.
Oh, Redskins. Man, I'm getting feedback now. Under 3 wins.
Ooh.
Oh wait! All right, wait. I feel good. So right now, the other gave the Redskins 3 wins. So I'm not that off. Boys, 9-7, second place in the division. Right?
Say what?
You gave the Cowboys second place in the division, right?
I have them as a wild card team. Yeah.
Who's the wild card team? Yo, Sean, can you just mute yourself? There's a little echo coming through.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So who's the wild card team?
There's still an echo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our masterboard guy. He's a little tired tonight. There we go.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, there we are. No, I think Dallas will be a wild card team. Sure.
I'm happy. I'm good. What? I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. I know you did not.
All right. So I'll indulge you. I'll indulge you on the Giants thing for a moment. By the way, the whole 8-8, 9-7, it could be easily flipped. Here's why.
I like that. I like that attitude.
It's good. Don't do that. Stay with your thing. Stay with your thing.
I like what they did in adding some targets and Brandon Marshall. They get Evan Ingram. I don't know what they're going to do with their offensive line. I don't know. I want to have faith that they'll figure it out, but I don't know. I think Eli may take a step back slightly. Not saying he's going to be catastrophically bad, but I just don't like their schedule either. I think their schedule's a little tougher this year than last year too. Their defense will be fine. Their defense will definitely keep them in games.
Okay, that's fair. That's
all right. The most important question though, Dula, week 1, who gets the dub?
The Giants. By the way, I gave you. Tim. I did give you 9-7, correct?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Let
me give you this caveat. I think you'll go 2-4 in the division. I think you'll sweep the Redskins, and that's it.
Hey, I can be happy with that a little bit. I'm just gonna feed off of the division record now.
No,
I'm just gonna remember.
I'll be mad.
I heard Dula say it was 2-4. That's all I heard, Tim.
But I'll be mad during the season. But the result is fine. We're in the playoffs. That's it.
Are fine, but I'll be pissed.
That is that.
Oh man,
I appreciate that.
We gotta bring it to the north, though. I know people. I know the Cavs and Celtics are starting up. I know it's gonna be so exciting, such a 7-game series.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna bring it to the NFC North real quick, fellas.
City.
This could be. These odds are a little different when I think the division is gonna shake up to. I think this NFC North is gonna be pretty unpredictable and a little odd. Right now, we got the Packers at 10. We got the Vikings at 8.5. We got the Lions at 8, and then we got the Bears at 5.5. They give them that half. I think they should have just stuck with 5. But
I think
Tim, what you got for us in that? Yeah, I know.
Well, again, the 2 best teams in this division is the Packers and the Lions, and I gave the Packers. As far as the Detroit Lions, I gave them 8 wins. It could be 9. It would be 9. Vikings, 7 wins, and I got the Bears with 2 wins.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so I agree with you. It's definitely going to go. Sean, you got the echo going on again. There you go. I agree with you. Packers and Lions are the two best in the division, and I actually have a little bit of a surprise. I think Detroit is going to finish better than Green Bay this season. I think Detroit's going to end up with 11-5. I think Green Bay ends up 10-6. Green Bay's secondary is exactly what their logo is, Swiss cheese. They have holes everywhere. The NFC North alone could eat up that secondary, and they don't have anything worthy of talking about as terms of receivers, unless you are talking about Green Bay. And they can't play against their own defense. So, sorry, Green Bay, but it was bad last year, but you lost most of your secondary and you got a bunch of young bucks to try to replace and grow. It's not going to just turn around in one season. So, that's still pretty generous because they do have Aaron Rodgers in that offense still. So, that offense is going to carry them to the 10 wins. But as far as the Vikings go and the Bears go, I got Minnesota at 6-10. I'm going under. And as far as the Bears go, I'm going under as well. I think, I apologize. I actually had them over the 5.5 because I gave them 6 wins. I think I was being type generous with them. Those 6 came against a surprise win at home against Pittsburgh, at home against the Vikings, at home against the Panthers. I gave them 1 at home against Green Bay because they can shock you with those type of games. You know, Jordan Howard can go off for like 3 touchdowns, and it's just like, a what? And then I gave them a win against San Fran and Cleveland. So, we all scratch our heads at the draft, but I still think their defense is good enough. And the offense still has some pieces to where they can at least scratch 6 wins out. So, Timmy, what you got for us?
Well, I'm sorry. I gotta ask you something, Josh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was having a brain fart.
No, you was being nice. How do I know you didn't put the Lions to have 11 wins just to make sure Della don't change his pick? You being slick, man. I seen that. You went, you gave that eye like,
No erasing, I swear. Man. No erasing. No erase marks.
I don't know.
All right, we got Dula up next for this prediction. So, again, Dula, we got the Packers at 10.
Push, 10 wins.
Ooh, okay, yeah. All right, Vikings at 8.5.
Push. Well, no, under 8 wins.
Okay, and then your Lions at 8.
Over 9 wins.
Okay, not bad. All right, and so for the Bears, 5.5.
Under 2 wins.
All right. Yeah, I figured that was coming.
The NFC North. Listen, here's
who are the 2 wins for the Bears?
Shoot.
One's got to be the Niners, right?
I think I have the Niners and them beating the Jets as well.
All right. Poor Jets.
Look, the Chicago Bears, they did nothing to address any of their weaknesses. They really did nothing. And then the whole Mitch Trubisky thing, I think he's going to play sooner rather than later due to the fact that Mike Glennon's contract is pretty friendly. It's really only a 1-year deal. So, I guarantee you the moment they start losing games, which will be quick enough, they'll throw Mitch Trubisky and they'll continue to lose, but it is what it is. The Vikings, I think if they tried to address some of the deficiencies on offense, I don't think they did a great job of doing that. They had problems on offensive line. They get Riley Reid from Detroit.
Right.
That's a solid addition. I still think looking at receiver, I'm not impressed. At Adam Thielen, Stefon Diggs, and Laquan Treadwell, I guess. Sam Bradford had a pretty good season last year. When's the last time he had 2 in a row, though? Never. And then their running back, they get Latavius Murphy, Dalvin Cook. It's slightly better than Adrian Peterson of last season. Well, he didn't play, so it is. There's that. I just look at the Vikings and I'm like, I don't think they've done enough to put them back over the top. Detroit, 9 wins. I think it's realistic. You don't know. They tried to upgrade at linebacker. Then I think they did. They still got their pass rush is still a question mark. The running game is going to be a question mark. Can Amir Abdullah stay healthy? And Green Bay's Green Bay. They have Aaron Rodgers. That's good enough for 10 wins right there.
Yeah, Amir Abdullah. That's actually a good proposition because, God forbid, he doesn't become the next Javid Best over there.
Yeah.
So best of luck.
If Detroit can't manufacture a running game, it's going to be a long season.
I have faith in the Bears or the Lions, though I do. So
I think they can do it.
last two divisions, fellas. We got the South and the West. We're gonna do the South though first. Timmy, we got the Atlanta Falcons, obviously the favorite in this one at 9.5, and then we got the Bucs right after them, surprisingly at 8.5. But the Panthers are tied there at 8.5 too, and they don't think the Saints will be far off at all at 8. So they think this division's really going to be a race again, just like it was last year, minus the Falcons. So what do you got for us, Tim?
Listen, I was so impressed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what they did in the offseason between getting Deshaun Jackson, and the draft was great with their tight end selection. So they very good on. I mean, they feeding their quarterback, and that's how you do. You give him weapons, he can produce. But I have the Bucs with 10 wins. I have the Atlanta Falcons with 10 wins. So I think between one of them two, they'll win the division. As far as the New Orleans Saints, I got them with 9 wins. Adrian Peterson, the run game is going to be solid. The passing game, but the defense still needs work. But it's going to be close. It's going to be very tough in this division. Now, as far as the Carolina Panthers, I think Cam Newton's outfits will still be more louder than what the team does this season. So I'm giving them 3 wins.
Oh man.
Mind you, I'm not making fun of Cam Newton's outfit. It's just, you don't see it so much. But, it's classy the way he likes it. I'm not disrespecting it. But with the Carolina Panthers, you got a wide receiver who's coming in at 280 pounds. He's supposed to be like 230 pounds. And, I mean, my God, you got after that, no other wide receiver. You got a great tight end in Olsen.
Yep.
That's it. Where's the running game? 33, 34-year-old, 1-year deal. I don't know what Cam Newton is doing.
Little Christian
thing. Would need to go and speak some Spanish to the owner and let them know what they need. Like, por favor, dame eso ahora, now. You got to do something like that. Let's give them something to work with. But, it is what it is. I got Carolina with 3 wins.
Man, this Falcons Bucs Panthers is I was a little more generous with Carolina, Tim. I gave them the 9 wins, actually 9-7. So I'm gonna go with the over on them. As far as the Bucs, I'm actually gonna go under with the half game. I think they're gonna be a 500 team this year. I think they still have some pieces they still need to address, and they're gonna have their hiccups, like they usually do. I still don't. They have made some improvements. I think OJ. Howard was awesome, and that's really going to be a 2 tight end system there with him and Bray now. But at the same time, I think they still need a few pieces before they're really a playoff team or to make a splash in the playoffs. As far as the what do we got next? The Falcons, I think, are going to be one of the best teams in the NFL again. They really haven't changed too much. Still got their pieces in the backfield. Quarterback still intact. You still got the line for the most part that's still there. Maybe they had one change. Same receiving court. And the defense pretty much hasn't changed, and they got Karis McKinley, who I really like this year. I think he's just going to come with a flame under him. So I think they're going to be 13-3. I think Atlanta's going to be tied with the second best division in the NFL with Kansas City this year. And of course, and as I said earlier, New England will have the 14-2 best record. So Atlanta 13-3, 9-7 for the Panthers, Bucs at 8-8, and then for the Saints, I'm going to go. Where do I have them? I got them at a push for 8. I'm gonna say they are gonna be a 500 team this year. They're gonna have a rough start to their schedule, I believe, which is gonna hurt them because I think they have a chance of starting off 0-3 at Minnesota, New England, and at Carolina. Those can be some tough games. I think they finally squeeze one out against Miami, and then they get their bye. And then they try to get some, rebuilding or little firepower kind of restocked in their ammunition. But other than that, I think the Falcons are just going to storm away with this division again. So, Dula, what you got for us? We got the Falcons at 9.5, Bucs at 8.5, Panthers 8.5.
I think the division winner will be the Panthers at 10 wins. Whew. Look, only thing they were missing is they need to get faster on offense, and they got faster on offense with Christian McCaffrey and Curtis Samuel. They got way faster on offense. Yeah.
Okay.
After that, I have Atlanta at 9 wins, 9-7. I think they'll be a playoff team still. I think it happens every year. You know, teams that go to the Super Bowl have that hangover.
Yeah.
I think they're susceptible to that. They've had really bad luck with injuries over the years. Whether it be Julio Jones, whether it be on defense. If this were a completely healthy team for 16 games, I would say it's a 13-win team, but they just can't seem to shake that injury bug. And this is a division where teams usually don't win the division back to back. I think the last time that happened, Carolina did it like 2 years ago. So I think Carolina comes back up. I think Atlanta's a 9-7 team. Let's see, Tampa Bay. I think they're 6-10. I like their additions, but I don't like their offensive line. I'm not in love with the linebacking crew, and I'm not in love with the overall depth on their defense. Outside of their first 11, it's not that. It's nothing to write home about. I think they need another season or two to gel together as a younger team, which the pieces they have are fairly young. So I think it's going to be kind of a rough season, but they'll be competitive. They'll be a competitive 6-10 team. On the other hand, I don't think the Saints, who I think will also finish 6-10, I don't think they're going to be very competitive. I've been saying for years they need to get better on defense. They have, outside of Marshawn Lattimore, which is a good piece, I don't think they've gotten better enough yet. I think this is still going to be Drew Brees throwing for 500 yards a game, trying to beat teams in shootouts, and that's not winning football. Not against some of the teams they're playing that can go toe-to-toe with them. If you look in their division, look at those three teams in their division. All of them have offenses that could play the shootout game. And notice, and the thing though is, all three of those teams have better defenses.
Oh, all right. So we got one more division to wrap up. Fox, I know you just slipped in. Do you got your schedule tallied? Do you want to hop in this real quick before we finish up? We just got the NFC South and the NFC West. We're just wrapping up here.
Jesus, I just missed everything here.
We wanted to try to start on time because we know we got the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, viewers, we're trying to be a little generous to the other leagues out there.
I mean, listen. The thing will mean the world to me. I want to hear Fogg's NFC East prediction. You know, afterwards, that'll be nice. hopefully he won't flop.
I think we can do that.
In tonight's game.
I think we can squeeze some time in for that right at the end.
So well, with the South, I got Atlanta 9-7, Carolina 8-8, New Orleans 7-9, and Tampa Bay 6-10. It's going to be a real close division. It's going to be really tight, similar to what it was more or less last year. I don't think you're going to see Carolina be as crappy as they were last season. Conversely, you're not going to see Atlanta lighten it up this season.
All right.
We got the last division. That is the NFC West. Sorry, not the South. The West. And we got the Seahawks leading the pack. How? I don't know. I freaking know. But 10.5 for the Seahawks. And then we got the Cardinals at 8. And then we got the two bottom feeders, the Rams and the 49ers. The Rams, if it counts for anything, preseason victory, 5.5. 49ers, 4.5. So, Timmy, start us off with the West.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I want to throw up after this because when I did this grid, I didn't believe that I was doing this, and it hurt me. But Kendra D, I know you watching, homegirl. You my homie. Please don't get mad at this. We homies. Don't if you want to call in, you can call in, Kendra. It's all good. But I gotta say what I gotta say. It is what it is, and I have the Seattle Seahawks with 15 wins. This pain me. To the Dallas Cowboys, because we home. I gave Seattle 15 wins. I don't know how I did that, but doing the scheduling match for match, I was like, wow. And it led me to 15 wins. I didn't give my Cowboys 15 wins. I gave them 15 wins. I just want you how difficult that was for me. So, the Arizona Cardinals, let me see. They begged Carson Palmer to come back out of retirement. They were on their hands and knees with some candlelight dinner for Larry Fitzgerald to play another year. And we have a David Johnson with an ACL injury at the end of the year, and he's still – and I don't like the offense the way I gave him 6 wins. The Rams playing the 3-4 defense, that's going to take another year too. And we don't know about their quarterback issues. Todd Gurley still have to prove himself again. I give him 6 wins. And the 49ers, brand new team, you know, like Della said, Josh said earlier, they're gonna win. They're gonna be a top 3 pick in the draft. I give them 3 wins.
This division is gonna be pretty ugly.
Stop winking at me, Sean. Don't be like, yeah, good looks on the Seattle one. I can't stand Seattle.
You were very generous with Seattle.
I don't even know how you got 15 wins. Like
very generous. I didn't even give him. Not even double digits for me. Right outside double digits. I gave him a 9-7 record. So under for Seattle for me. But the rest of the division is going to be a laughing stock for the most part. I have the Rams. I am generous with the Rams actually at 6-10. And then I have the Cardinals at 5-11. I just think they're going to be abysmal this year.
If you guys mind real quick, the first game of the year is at Green Bay. Okay, and Josh, you said earlier, and I believe Dulles said, the secondary is garbage. It is Green Bay you can score on. I got Seattle win. Against the 49ers, that's a second win. Tennessee, 3rd win. The Colts, 4th win. The Rams, 5 wins. At the Giants, as a win. The Texans with Deshaun Watson or Savage, whoever the quarterback, that's another win. The Redskins, another win. Cardinals, another win. These are all bad teams. Now Atlanta, okay, maybe that's my reach. But they
week 1, see that's my theory though, Tim. Week 1 is always wonky. You never know what's going to happen week 1 in the NFL. Seattle could easily go into you see them going into Lambeau and just straight winning opening
yes, week. They've done it before. I see it. Listen,
and then at Tennessee in week 3. Tennessee is a pretty good defensive team.
But Mariota's the quarterback, and how healthy he is. See, I was going off of what's their status now?
That's very generous. 15.
I mean, I'll say maybe maybe 11 to 12 wins.
15 maybe wins. 11 to 12 offensive line like that, impressive. I'm surprised you didn't give the Giants 15 wins because they have a better offense.
Oh, here's the thing. I didn't give y'all 15 wins. Wait a minute, because here's the thing. Because my Dallas Cowboys is in that division. Okay. We're gonna handle that. We're gonna handle that.
All right. So
Dallas thing with 97.
To finish it out, the 49ers are going to be 3-13. The division's going to be terrible. Seattle's going to run away with it at 9-7. And other than that, it's going to be a crap fest. This division is going to be LOL worthy. Dula, what do you got for us? Seattle 10.5.
Over 11 wins.
Woo, Cardinals at 8.
Over 9 wins.
Rams at 5.5.
Under 5 wins.
And the 49ers.
At what?
At 4.5.
Under 0 wins.
Oh,
damn. Yo, Savita, see that?
Badula, their drafting was A++.
Yes, listen, here's the thing though, and and listen, I hate to do this. All right, okay, maybe 1 win, but because it's hard to go 0-16. It really is. Cleveland tried to do it last season. They weren't successful. Detroit successfully did it, but if you look at their roster, it was a pretty bad roster. Shout to Rod Marinelli for that job. But yeah, they drafted very well. I'll give them that. The problem is, if you look at their base, it was bad to start. So let's look at it this way. Let's say you go outside and there's a pile of cow turd and you sprinkle some Febreze on it. It's going to still smell pretty bad. And that is the 49ers right now. A pile of cow dung and you sprinkle a little Febreze on it and it still stinks to high hell. That's why I think they're a 0-1 win team. They're they're terribly bad.
I just want to say one thing, y'all. I have never disrespected a team that bad as Vidula just said. Wow.
I've been dumping on the 49ers ever since I've been on the show. So
it's true.
I've been dumping on them forever.
49ers, Vikings, and pretty much Dallas, I would say. So it's good. I like it.
Listen, give them a few years. But right now, woo, they are a terrible team.
All right, we're gonna let Fox rock the mic for a few because he's got to go over the West, and we want to hear his NFC East digestion.
Woo!
So Fogs, Seahawks were 10.5, and the Cardinals were 8, and then the Rams and 49ers were 5 at 0.5 and 4.5.
I'm going under on all 4 teams.
Woo!
Seattle's going to hit. It's going to be right there. They're going to be at 10 wins. I think they'll be 10-6. Arizona's going to be right there too. I think 7-9. The Rams, I don't know where you guys are giving them 6 wins, 3 at best, in my opinion. And then Dola, I got to start going before Dola goes because I was this close to putting that donut on that piece of paper. I got them at 1-15. They're trash. They're garbage right now. They could have had a great draft all they wanted to. They've got to get all these pieces together, and they've got to have a quarterback at the end of the day that's going to be able to lead them. And what they've got around them right now, this is going to be a team in the process of learning. And unfortunately, they're going to have to learn how to get their asses handed to them this season.
Okay, so what about your East?
Yeah, for the East.
The East. Are you ready? What were the numbers?
Stop stuttering.
The Cowboys were 9.5. The Giants were 9. Eagles were 8. Redskins 7.5.
I'll take the Cowboys on or over. I think 10-6 is realistic for them in the division. I think they should be over on that. The Giants at 9. I love Vegas odds because I remember certain 2-minute warning giant homers out there, and you know who you are. I'm not going to mention your names, but when the schedule came out and I said 7-9, 8-8, are you crazy? I got 11-5, I got 12-4, 13-3. Somebody out there said 14-2, and wow, Vegas put it at 9. Go figure, right? I'm sticking to my guns. The Giants, they're going to be under that 9 mark. It'll be 8-8. Philadelphia, under. I think 7-9 is going to be the song for them. Again, this is a team still developing. I love the LeGarrette Blount grab, but the NFC East doesn't have an easy schedule. And nope. I just don't see. Could Philly maybe come in second in that division? Yeah, I would love to see it. But realistically, based on the games that they've got to play on the road, and when they've got to play them, I don't like the way the schedule is set up for them. So, 8-8 would be the best. I'm going to go 7-9. And Washington, look, I said they would be trash last year. 5 wins this year. I just don't see where Washington is good. I don't see it.
Jamison Crowder.
But you know what, Fog? It's okay, Fog. And I want to say thank you again. I mean it, man. Thank you again, bro, for your honesty and on your opinions of the NFC East. I really think how you recognize the strength of that division, and you came out and you said the Dallas Cowboys will win that division. It was, and then Della, I didn't forget you, man. You said second place, but you gave us a wild card.
Did Della put Philly in first?
Yeah.
He put Philly in first.
Tim, real quick.
I hope you're right, man.
Tim, you hear me? I just want to say you, Sean. Yeah, I just want to say some real quick. I want to drop a shout out to my brother Michael. He did state that the Falcons blew a victory, so F them. We should not even consider them making any impact this year. They kind of blew it, and they should be forgotten for the rest of the season. And Kendra did say that you jinx us, so giving us 15 wins is probably a little boy. I'm
Kendra. You say don't. Team's gonna be bad. I didn't say that. I said the team's gonna be very good. I gave y'all 15. I gave y'all 15 wins and gave my boys 13 wins. That was painful.
But wait a minute. Then what did you give New England?
Yeah.
Oh, 15. I gave New England 15 wins as well. Here's the thing. I gave them 15 wins. Listen, they one loss is the Dolphins. Towards the end. I'm sorry. Listen, I went.
It was hard to do New England. I mean, I only gave them 2 losses too, and that was to Atlanta. I thought they would lose to Atlanta for the rematch, and then at Denver, I would see maybe coughing it up. But other than that, they own the division. I think they're going to capitalize at Oakland, at Tampa, Carolina. They'll take care of. Houston. They'll take care of at New Orleans. That'll be fun because Brandon Cooks will run all over that secondary facing his old team. And I think they open up the season winning at Kansas City. So it's like, where the hell are the L's really coming from? Maybe at Pitt?
See, here's the thing. I wanted to give a loss to the Jets. But for some reason, the football guys, Thunder was struck in my house. Like, don't you dare do that. I couldn't do that. I wanted to give a win somewhere, a loss. I said, you know what? Let me give it to Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins got the win.
It was tough, man.
And here's the thing.
I tried to give the Patriots some L's. It's tough. I can't
listen. Wait. Now that we've gone through all these schedules, gentlemen, eyes on the prize. Playoffs. Only 6 teams in each conference can make it. So, if I'm looking at mine, I think the best team in the NFC next season will be Seattle with the number 1 seed. I think Green Bay will be behind them at 2. Philadelphia will be at 3, Carolina at 4. My 2 wild cards. Dallas will be at number 5. Detroit comes in at number 6.
Interesting. Okay, so trying to look at my records overall real quick. It looks like I would probably have NFC-wise, I would probably have Atlanta with the number 1 seed again at 13-3. And then we have over here the Giants at 11-5, Detroit at 11-5, and what was that for? I got GB. Did I have GB winning that again? At the 10-6, was it? No, it was Detroit. I'm sorry, but Green Bay may slide in there as a wild card at 10-6, but Houston will probably see Houston and Tennessee. I have tied for 10-6. That's going to come. See, my playoff picture might come down to where wins, losses, point differential. That's going to be a toughie for me. I would probably have to sit here and calculate that a little bit more. But overall, I have Atlanta winning the NFC overall with the number 1 seed. And then the 11-win teams would be Detroit, the Giants, and then Green Bay and Houston with 10 wins as well as Tennessee. So I would have to calculate that a little more.
I'll say Houston and Tennessee are AFC teams, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot.
When the Josh, you're frustrated about that Giants, man. Fog, I tell you, Fog always gets you.
Well, with this grid is set up, it's alphabetical order, so it's not sorted by division for me. So right. Calculate it in my damn head right now.
You got to.
Tim, what do you got? Let's hear your little playoff picture real quick before we end this or get to the end of the show.
Yeah, I love mine. Ooh,
you had Seattle with the 15 wins. Yep. Then you had your Dallas with what, 16-0?
I was close. I was very close.
Shit, so you got to give it to the division winner. Seattle at 9-7. Okay. New York, Green Bay, Detroit.
Make it quick. You got to end the show soon.
I'll say one thing about I'll say this about the Seahawks though. Their window is rapidly closing. If they're trying to get that title, they got another 1 or 2 years before the window closes, before their defense gets old.
You know what I'll do real quick? I'm gonna run mine real quick. I have, of course, the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The Dallas Cowboys, of course, will have the 2nd seed, with Seattle having the number 1 seed. The 3rd seed is going to be the Packers, 4th seed, the Buccaneers. My 2 wild cards are going to be the Giants and the Falcons. But I'm hoping the Falcons get the 6th seed. I don't want them to play the Giants. And then in the AFC, I have the Patriots with the number 1 seed. I have the Chiefs. I'm sorry, the Jacksonville Jaguars surprised me with the number 2 seed. I have Baltimore. I have the Chiefs at the 3rd seed, Baltimore with the 4th seed. My wild card teams would be the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
In the AFC.
And the Super Bowl match will be the Dallas Cowboys against the New England Patriots, and that would be a game where the Cowboys will retire Tom Brady.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
So let's see.
For the
yeah, go ahead.
For the AFC, I got New England, Pittsburgh, Houston, Oakland, Kansas City, and Miami. I don't think there's going to be much change there. Whereas the NFC, I think the NFC, you're going to have Green Bay, Seattle, Atlanta, Dallas, and then you're going to have Carolina and Minnesota in there.
Damn, Minnesota.
All right. Well, in the AFC, I didn't say AFC. New England's the 1 seed. Pittsburgh comes in at 2. Oakland comes in at 3. Indy comes in at 4. My wild cards at 5 will be Baltimore. At 6, here's your surprise. Welcome to the dance, LA Chargers, number 6 seed. Super Bowl wise, I'm looking at New England versus Green Bay in the Super Bowl. And with Tom Brady winning another ring.
Oh my God.
I second that.
Blank Tom Brady. All right.
Listen,
I second that.
First of all, let me ask you a question. Do y'all believe in the Madden curse?
Well, yeah.
No, actually, I don't. I don't believe in any of that.
Oh, I believe in it. You know why? You know why I believe in it? Because when Tom Brady went on the cover, he made a video saying under the ladder with a black cat and the whole thing, saying see nothing happen, and something did happen. His wife came on and made a statement saying that Tom Brady has been playing with concussions since last year and other years before that, and the NFL and the team never reported on an injury, which that's a problem. That's going to be investigated. Now, Madden curse is not always about injury. It's about a cloud over your head, like why this, why that. It's a start. That's the start of something that happened.
Well, that could be a future subject. But
Madden curse.
We could talk on forever, but it's been a great show, guys. We gave you guys a lot of info on predictions for next year. Who's the top seed, who isn't, who's going to make it the playoffs, who may not. Time will tell to see if anybody is right, and we'll keep everybody record and see what it is in the future. So that being said, thanks you guys for joining us. We'll check you guys next week, same time, same place. We out.
Pew, 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 pew. Later, folks.